I am NetMoverSitan. Welcome to this Q&A session of the Shrine of Psychosis. I at last have questions. Well, enough to do this. Here's my first question. What are my good sides? What would make some collapse in despair? Just barely face me. Anger, resentment, despair, self-hate. It's been around me for so long, it's only just in the background. I am also quite perceptive, something which was lacking on my dad's side of the family. Thankfully, I didn't inherit that. Yes. Then there's my large attention span. Well, larger than some, anyway. On to the next question. What kind of measures would I suggest to fight terrorism? It's more effective to focus on their source of funds, as they can do very little, or anything at all, without funds to buy weapons of coercion and destruction. I can't comprehend these kinds of people. If being indiscriminate regarding their violence towards others is what they need to get what they want, the price is too high. It's as if they believe mass slaughter, victory. What's the difference? The path of the chaotic evil, violence and destruction for its own sake. I know, what a waste, isn't it? Now for the next question. What do you mean by mediocrity? Those that sacrificed a perfectly good career for immediate wealth and fame, using shortcuts to do so, one of which is auto-tune, the tool of the tone deaf. Much of what shows up on talent shows is overrated mediocrity at best, although it can be much worse. I watched one of those all the way through and made those peddlers of overrated mediocrity go to hell and be given a dose of their own medicine for all eternity, for bringing untold misery to millions. It was that bad, believe me. Sorry if I scared you. Next question. Whom do you study? I studied mostly in computing-related subjects, and learned how to use video editing software when I had a window in my schedule. Not that it mattered in the long run. Let's face it, if I had a social life, or even a life in the first place, I wouldn't be focusing my energies on this, wearing this. I did do some reading of Atlas Shrugged by Ayn Rand, mostly for research purposes when I was doing my run of Bioshock. Now that was an interesting one. Thank you, Ken Levine. Now for my final question. Have I tried to fix my up mind? many times, and each time it gets rejected, like a transplanted organ without immunosuppressants. My mind can't accept new programming. There were some who, if they noticed that I was this much of a mess years ago, it might have made a difference if they intervened then. But they didn't. Yeah, that's right, they didn't. And because of that, I gained masochistic pleasure from playing games like Dark Souls, which can turn the sane into deranged people. A bit late for me. Isn't it? I'm already there! Hail the rabbit!